We are going to learn about Giuseppe Archimboldo. He's a really unique artist that did paintings of portraits, but the portraits were all made out of objects. Most often, he used food. He also used plants and all kinds of different things. If you want to look him up, he's very interesting. But here are some of his most famous portraits, and they're all painted with food, creating a human form. They're really brilliant, really brilliant. And what's especially unique about him is that he lived in the 1500s. So he was a painter during the time of Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo during the Renaissance. And Renaissance painters painted like absolutely gorgeous, perfect, anatomically correct portraits. Mona Lisa was painted then. The Sistine Chapel was painted then. And then you have this guy who's painting these hysterical portraits of people made out of food and plants. And he's just very unique and far, far ahead of his time. So what your assignment is going to be is to create a work of art out of food. And it's going to be a portrait. So you are making a portrait by rearranging food items, and then the actual artwork itself will be a photograph of what you sculpted with the different food items. The first thing I want to tell you is that you should ask your parent what you are allowed to use. Then find a surface, make it nice and clean, and start organizing the food to create a face. As you notice here, I'm creating a face, and I don't just stick to the first idea that I have. I do not want a banana, 2 oranges, and an apple in the middle, and for you to tell me you're done. You should create a unique, detailed portrait. It's going to take a little bit of trial and error and moving things around and figuring out what is better, just like I did with my eyes. I had pretty good eyes, but I ended up with really good eyes with these mushroom caps. And so you're going to go round and round until you have a portrait that contains all of the following. You should have eyes that have an iris and a pupil. You should try to add eyelashes if you can. You should add eyebrows. Your nose should have nostrils. It should just not be a circle. And when you make your mouth, you should make sure that you have a lip on the top and a lip on the bottom. And you should have some kind of teeth or something showing. And when you're finished, try to figure out something that could fill the facial background to make it look like skin. Take your time, make a unique creation, and when you're finished, take a photo of it or have your parent take a photo of it. I would like a nice, clear, in focus photograph. And the photograph is what you will submit to me in Google Classroom. I don't want you to try to use your Chromebook to take a picture. It's never going to come out very clear. If that's the only option you have, I get it. But most likely, your parent has a phone or someone has one. And take a good photograph of your uniquely finished Archimboldo portrait and submit it to me. If you don't know how to submit it, then you can look at my Clever channel where I have a video that explains how to submit a photo. Have fun. I hope you enjoyed learning about Giuseppe Archimboldo, a Renaissance comedian.